Hey, what's up? This is Dave. This is DaveTV out of Austin, Texas. We're here in San Antonio with a couple fellas. Probably the driving force of Chelsea GRIN. I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Hey, well,
Drums, vocals, what else is there? None of that other stuff matters, right?
Nah, I never heard of it.
I'll take it.
Alex and Pablo. So this is, I believe, the second date of Warped Tour. Dallas yesterday, was it?
Yep.
So the heat, nothing like Salt Lake City, huh?
It's kind of a different heat though. Like Salt Lake is more like of a dry heat. Down here you got the humidity, which kind of like makes it like
So much worse.
Yeah.
So much worse. I can't breathe in this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's thick. It's thick.
I was driving in and I saw the clouds and I was like, oh, thank you, baby Jesus. And then I got out in it and I was like, oh, fuck you, baby Jesus.
Yeah. I think I would take the sun in a dry sun versus humid cloudy.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Yeah, any day. So we're out of Austin, as I mentioned, and it's kind of been, I guess, lauded as a music town for many, many years, for many, many reasons, right or wrong, and goods and bads with that. Tell me about, what was it, back in '07 you guys kind of broke through? Is that a fair statement?
I think like it was actually '08 when we started the band. I don't know. I feel like we just barely broke through, so I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So was that from playing a scene in Salt Lake City? How did you get started musically in the clubs and whatnot, or otherwise?
Salt Lake City like actually had like a pretty good like underground like metal and hardcore scene for a long time, and kind of just met each other from playing local music and playing shows together, and kind of just branched out from there. Just booking our own tours and booking our own shows and stuff like that.
And it worked. It's a different thing today, is why I ask. It's not, you even go back to '08. It's, today it's different, man, for a band to kind of cut through and do anything anymore. So.
Well, I think one of the things that was awesome about back then was MySpace music. Like what I did when I was younger, I'd go to like my favorite band's MySpace page and I'd look at all their top 8s and like, listen to all the music and then keep going. So I don't know, it kind of seems like it was a little easier back then. I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely different today, man, to get someone's attention. Getting Kevin Lyman's attention, pretty damn cool. You're this is not your first Warped Tour, so
Number 3.
Yeah. How does that compare emotionally, especially fronting a band? Looking out into the people's faces that you've got like that, versus being in a club and someone might be like right there.
I mean, it's definitely. Like you said, it's a little bit different from being right in someone's face and on a outdoor stage, but we like it. We love this tour a lot. It's always a lot of fun. It's a really cool way to spend our summer, and we've grown up like wanting to be on Warped Tour. So the fact that we could actually play it is kind of a dream come true. So
we all grew up going to Warped Tour, so we know what the people out there feel like and how much fun they're having. So that kind of really affects yourself when you're playing, because you're like, oh yeah, I remember being at the Barricade, like 10 years ago or whatever.
My first Warped Tour was the second Warped Tour, and Kid Rock played the small stage. No one really knew who he was.
That's sick.
They were throwing turkey legs and cups of whatever and ice and fuck you and the whole thing. It was a totally different vibe.
I've never seen turkey legs been thrown.
Texas, brother. New album, July, Selfinflicted, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that. How did it come about? Did you get in a studio and write it? Did you guys work writing on the road? How did it come together?
We've been writing it for about a year and a half, just off and on tour, just whatever an idea pops in, we just lay down a demo and just kind of evolves from there. We'll record some shit at home, send it to Alex, he writes some lyrics, he sends it back, says, I don't know about this part, it's just kind of combined effort and a lot of back and forth emailing.
Do you think this keeps true to the sound you've had since you went out there? How's it expanded, roots and whatnot, as they say?
Well, I mean, with this album especially, we're big fans of like experimenting with music and stuff, and I feel like our last couple albums was that, like experimenting and trying to like test our boundaries, and then with this album we kind of want to just go back to our roots per se and just kind of be old school and just I guess just be mean and pissed off.
A A lot of breakdowns.
Right on. Is this the one that'll make the laugh that splits that grin wide open around this time?
Hey, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Rad, man. Guilty pleasures musically, man. If you were going to be cornered about something you listen to, can either one of you think of something that you go, yeah, man, Bay City Rollers, they're all right. You know?
Man, I love pop music. I love it, but it's not. It's good. It's not a guilty pleasure, man. I'll jam some Bieber. I'll jam some Demi Lovato, man. You name it, I jam it. It's lately though.
I'm also kind of guilty of some Bieber as well.
But yo, lately my wife's been getting me into country, and oh man, I never thought I'd be like, I know the words and shit. Oh man,
You're in the right place for that, at least.
I guess now, yeah.
We got just announced Dolly Parton coming through Austin, so I'm like, whoa, yeah. But yeah, I love the pop.
Go say hi to Dolly.
Might be one of the last times, man. 2016's been rough. It's taken everybody, man.
Yeah, right?
It ain't right. So
It's been a crazy year.
I cried a little bit on the inside when Prince died.
it's harsh.
Yeah.
It is what it is, I guess. But they left good stuff for us, man. And you guys are blazing the trail with the Warped Tour dates through the whole thing, or what are you doing?
Yep.
The whole thing.
Whole thing on the Monster South stage.
Yeah. 2 months of rock and roll.
And sweat.
A lot of sweat.
Yeah.
Any plans slated yet for after?
There's a couple things in the works, nothing in stone yet, so we can't really tell you, but keep an eye out. We're working on a big one.
Church every Sunday. Y'all look for them. So, well, it's Chelsea GRIN, man. We're at San Antonio Warped Tour 2016. You're watching DaveTV. See you.